Welcome to As We Get Older. I'm Laura Ornduff, and in this video, I want to talk about a potential scam involving resetting your password. Now, the first time I heard about this scam was actually from someone who works with computers. That is their livelihood, they are computer savvy, and they almost fell for it. So it's an easy scam to fall for. That's why I want to let you know about it. Now, before I talk about the scam, I want to talk about what should happen when everything goes correctly. If you have an online account and you forgot the password, on that login page, typically there's going to be a phrase, forgot password, reset password, something like that, and it will send a text with a number to your cell phone or some information to your email. And it's basically the system is trying to verify that the person who is trying to log in is, in fact, you. So they're sending you information to your cell phone, which is a second device, or your email. Again, your cell phone or your email, which typically you are going to be the only person who has access to. Now, that's what should happen. In the fraud situation, you're going about your business and you get a phone call, and the person claims to be from your bank. And they may have information. They obviously have your phone number because they're calling you, and they are telling you which bank. They may even have your street address or other information about you. And they are basically saying to you now, I need to verify that you are who you really say you are, even though they called you. This is the fraud person, they're calling you. They want to verify that you are the real person. So they're going to send a text to your phone and they're going to have you read off that number. That way they can verify that you are really who you are, and then they can talk about your account. Now remember, this is the fraud person telling you this. So your phone dings, you have 8-digit number, or however many digits. If you read that off to the fraud person, they can now reset your password and access your account. Now, the first time I heard that, I had to think about it because it is kind of confusing. You're like, wait. So do not worry if if you don't quite understand how this works. I mean, because it is a little kind of a roundabout situation. What I'm going to offer though to you is anytime someone calls claiming to be from your bank, get off the phone. You know, I usually say, well, thank you, I'll call directly. Get off the phone and look up the phone number yourself. They may offer you a phone number. I know a couple times my bank has legitimately called me, and I just say, I'm going to call you back. And they're like, here's the number to call. I don't know if a fraud person is calling, they're going to be giving me a fake number. Now, it turns out when my bank is called, they're giving me a legitimate number, but I don't know that. This call came out of the blue. So I usually hang up, then I go to the website, to my bank's website, look up the 800 number, and call back in that way. And then they transfer me to the fraud department. And that is how I always handle anytime the bank contacts me. And don't be alarmed. I mean, I'm sure most of you have been contacted if you're like in a new town and you get gas or you order something online from a place you've never ordered from. They may call saying, this is not your normal activity. We want to make sure it's legitimate. But again, one way to avoid all of these frauds is if the bank calls you or someone claiming to be from your bank, hang up and call your bank from a number or through a number that you look up yourself. Don't look at your phone and go, oh, I'll call that number back. That could be the fraud person. The person on the phone giving you a number. Hey, here's 888 something, 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 something. That could be a fake number. Always, always, always go to your bank's website or call your local branch, and they will give you the correct number. So if you have any questions about this, because this can be a little confusing, if you have any questions about fraud or any concerns, call your bank or, any place where you have money. Call them and talk to them and just say, I've heard about this particular potential scam, or there are other scams you know about, or how can I in general avoid this? Because some banks do have two-factor authenticator, and there's all these different fancy names for different things they can do, but they can help you set up a system of security that works for you. And there's a lot of systems out there, But again, make sure you're talking to your financial people and find out what works for you. So hopefully I've given you a few things to think about. Please check out the other videos in my library, and I'll see you in the next video.